Hello and welcome to the Analyst Corner offered to you by 11 Blockchains. I am Enrico Camarinelli, VP of Research, and today we will speak about what is Hyperledger. Now, Hyperledger is an umbrella project of open source blockchains and related tools, started in December 2015 by the Linux Foundation and has received contributions from IBM, Intel, and SAP Ariba. The mission of the Hyperledger project is to create an open source distributed ledger framework and code base upon which users can build and run industry-specific applications, platforms, and hardware systems to support business transactions. It is also to create an open source and technical community and to host the infrastructure for the Hyperledger project, establishing a neutral home for community meetings, events, collaborative discussions, and technical governance of Hyperledger project. The Hyperledger project incubates and promotes a range of enterprise blockchain technologies, including distributed ledger frameworks, of which the ones to be mentioned are the Hyperledger Fabric, a foundation for developing applications with components such as consensus and membership services to be plug and play. Hyperledger Indy provides tools, libraries, and reusable components to build digital identities on blockchains or other distributed ledgers so that they are interoperable with other blockchains or can be used standalone. Hyperledger Hieroa, modular distributed blockchain platform with its own unique consensus and ordering service algorithms, a role-based permission model, and multi-signature support. And then Hyperledger Sawtooth, originally contributed by Intel. Sawtooth is a blockchain suite that supports both permissioned and permissionless deployments. The key characteristics of Hyperledger Sawtooth are that it has a pluggable consensus algorithms, so you can change consensus on the fly by transaction. It has a proof of elapsed time consensus, so that each network participant is given a random timer object, and the first timer to expire wakes up the participant who becomes the block leader and produces the new block. And then you can write smart contracts in almost any language. So what is the conclusion of this analysis? Well, first of all, Hyperledger is a project. So do not confuse Hyperledger with Hyperledger Fabric, that, as we have seen, is a blockchain protocol. And next, robust blockchain initiatives require collaboration and governance. So this is the Analyst Corner perspective offered to you by 11 Blockchains. I am Enrico Camarinelli, VP of Research.